The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. No huddle offense to the line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown time! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another.
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Alabama! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and
it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fast motion from the offense. They're trying to get to him. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia 0.
They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back.
He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little...
Pulls it in on the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Pass takes him still on his feet. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick strike complete. Good, solid tackle.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Getting some heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking to throw, it's back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Snap it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone.